Hey everyone, Michael here from Extreme Diecast Racing. Today we're racing all the cars from Case J. Opened up the case, pulled out the cars. We're going to find out which one's fastest by racing them down our Super 6-lane raceway. This thing is 41 feet long, which is a half mile on the 1/64 scale. So this is a long track. Find out which one is the fastest, and when we find out which one's the fastest out of Case J, we're going to run them against our current 2021 champ, and this is the Mercedes-Benz 500e from Case H. Fast car. We'll see if anybody can beat them out. Here's our first group. First up, we've got Bot Wheels, and then Jaguar XE-SV Project 8. Then we've got the 2016 Ford GT Race, Turtle Shell, the Rocket Oil Special, and then the Bone Shaker. We're lined up for race number 1. We've got a couple of fast sports cars over here on the left, and a turtle. Let's see which one takes it. This black Jaguar XE smoked them bad. There was no competition in that race at all. He's moving on. Looks to be tough to beat. Here's our next group. Draftinators first, then 68 Mustang. Then we've got the 06 Pontiac GTO, then the Clip Rod. We've got a Surfer here for Surf's Up, and then a bus. Ain't fair. We're set for race number 2. This is an interesting group. Got a fantasy car, a bus, a surfer, and then some sports cars and a truck. Draftinator took that one. He's moving on to the next round. We've got the 71 Datsun 510 and the 20 Toyota Supra, Carbonator, 69 Chevelle, Heavy Hitcher, and Blade Raider. Here is group number 3. So I'll finally get to see this Supra race. I'm pulling for him. See how he does. This sweet looking Toyota Supra took that one. Pretty exciting, he's moving on. We've got the BMW M3 GT2, then the 87 Dodge, the 70 Volkswagen Baja Bug, Donut Drifter, and custom Ford Bronco. This group has a couple of trucks in it, so they're a little bit wide, but they should make it. And Baja Bug is even a little bit wide, but we've got a sports car over here in lane 6. He probably will take it. Let's see how he does. The BMW M3 GT2 took that one. He's moving on to the next round. Here's our winners of part 1. These 4 cars are looking pretty good. We'll see which one is the fastest out of these 4. Run against the winner of part 2. Alright, stay tuned for the race of part 2. Here's our next group. Mattel Dreammobile, then Surf and Turf, then the regular treasure hunt from Case J, which is the Chrysler Pacifica, and we've got the '89 Mazda Savannah RX-7, the Lethal Diesel, and then the Hotweiler. We're set for another race. Got a couple of interesting cars here, but we've got this Mazda Savannah and this track car over here in lane number 2. Let's see how they do. The treasure hunt won out. Yeah, this Chrysler Pacifica is actually pretty fast. Beat out all the other cars pretty easily. Here's the next group. We've got Mad Manga, then the Honda Civic SI, 17 Ford GT, 80 El Camino, and then the 17 Ford F-150 Raptor, and then the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR, which is my pick to win this case. See how he does. We're set to race. I picked the Nissan Skyline to win it in lane number 3, but this Honda Civic in lane number 4 looks to be pretty fast. Let's see how he does. Yeah, this Honda Civic is a fast casting. He's won out before in other cases, so not surprising he's moving on. Hot Wheels Formula Solar, and we've got Surf and School Bus, the Lancia Delta Integrale, 94 Audi Avant, Porsche 356 Outlaw, and the Mercedes-Benz 500e. Here's our next group. We've got the Mercedes-Benz 500e over in lane number 1 on the right. That's our current champ out of Case H. So let's see if this one is as fast as that one. Not all Mercedes-Benz are made equally. That Mercedes-Benz came in 3rd or 4th, but the Audi Avant took that one. It was a close race though, we barely won out. First up, we've got Head Gasket, then the Batman Batmobile, 70 Chevy Camaro RS, Porsche 935, and finally the 67 Ford Mustang Coupe. And this is Jaden's pick to win it all. He picked correctly in Case H. Let's see if he can do it this time. Here's our last group, lined up and ready to race. This Head Gasket over here in lane number 6, that thing sure flies at the finish line. It'll be fun to see him. The 70 Camaro took that one pretty fast. That head gasket, though, he is so fun to watch at the finish line. He just flipped end over end, got hung up on the top of the finish line, and then came crashing down. That was a great race. Welcome to the semifinals. We've got 8 really fast cars out of Case J that we found. First up from part 2, we've got the Chrysler, which is the treasure hunt, Honda Civic, Audi Avant, and the Camaro. And from part 1, we've got the Jaguar, we've got a truck, a fantasy car, we've also got the new Toyota Supra, and the BMW. Alright, let's find out which one's fastest. Welcome to the semifinals. So the first car here to win 2 races moves on to the finals. Now that was a close race. This Toyota Supra just barely inched out on those other cars. One more win and he's moving on to the finals. We're set for race number 2 in the semifinals of Group 1. So far, Toyota Supra has taken a race. The Jaguar XE SV Project 8 took that one. Looks to be pretty fast. See if he can take another and move on to the finals. We're set for race number 3. And so far, the Toyota Supra in lane number 6 on the left has taken a race, and the Jaguar over in lane number 4 has taken a race. Either one of those two takes one more, they're moving on to the finals. Well, the Jaguar won out. Won 2 races. Toyota Supra didn't put up that much competition. I had hopes he'd win out, but it didn't happen. Jaguar is really fast. So now we're going to race group number 2. Find out who his competition is in the finals. We're lined up for the first race of Group 2 in the semifinals of Case J. See which car here is the fastest. The first to win 2 moves on. The Honda Civic casting is always really fast. He won out, but just barely. The Audi Avant was right there. We're lined up for race number 2. So far the Honda Civic has a race, but the Audi Avant in lane number 4 is really fast. Let's see what happens this race. Honda Civic won out 2 races to 0. So now he's moving on to the finals against the Jaguar here. We'll see which one can take 3 races first. Well, we've got 2 similar looking cars here. Honda Civic over in lane 1 on the right. They've got the Jaguar over here in lane 6 on the left. First to win 3 races is the champ of Case J. Well, the Honda Civic took the first race. We've had the Jaguar winning a case and the Civic winning a case this year, so both these guys are super fast. I've switched up the lanes, so we've got the Jaguar now over in lane number 1, and the Civic over in lane number 6. Civic has a win, Jaguar has no wins. The Civic is absolutely torching the Jaguar. One more win and he's the champ of Case J. I have him lined up over here on the left side of the track in lanes 5 and 6. So far, the Civic has 2 wins, the Jaguar has 0. One more win from the Honda and he's the champ of Case J. The Honda Civic really only had competition in the semifinals. The finals, he swept 3-0 against the Jaguar. So now we're going to see if he can take on our current running champ of 2021, Mercedes-Benz 500E, and we'll see if he can take him. We're lined up for race number 1 to find out who is the champ of 2021. Mercedes-Benz over in lane number 1 is defending the crown. We'll see if Honda Civic can take it. Well, I'm beginning to think this Honda Civic is super fast. Handled our Mercedes-Benz with quite a bit of ease. Let's see how the next race goes. Switched up the lanes. Honda Civic is now in lane number 1, Mercedes-Benz in lane number 6. Well, I spoke too soon. It looks like there is some competition here. Let's see what happens in the next race. Race number 3. So far, Mercedes-Benz has a win and the Honda Civic has a win. The Honda Civic took another race. He really had a tough time at the finish line, went through, got turned kind of sideways and hit our bumper really hard on an angle. Shot him way off. I've switched up the lanes. Now we have the Honda Civic in lane 3 and the Mercedes-Benz in lane 4. This is race number 4, and so far the Honda Civic has 2 wins, Mercedes-Benz has 1. We have 2 evenly matched cars here. They keep beating each other by the same amounts basically. So Mercedes-Benz has another win. It comes down to one final race. This is race number 5 and we're tied up 2-2. So this is it. Whoever wins this race is our champ for 2021. Let's see who can take it. Well, that was an incredible finals. Mercedes-Benz is fast, went down to 5 races, so he's definitely a fast car. Deserves to be up on the podium. But we've got the Honda Civic now as our current champ. This is the second time this casting has won out this year. So he sits on top of the championship cup, awaits our next case race. We'll see if he can defend the championship. All right, yeah, hit the subscribe button. There's more races coming your way. Thanks for watching.